Hi guys. I I don't even know how to start this. Currently I am a little bit overwhelmed and now I feel like crying. I don't actually, but like I have tears in my eyes now. Um Overwhelmed because I have so many ideas and I'm so ambitious and I guess I just feel overwhelmed with as many ideas that I have and like not having the time to get to them, not making the time to get to them when I can. And then I'm like frustrated with the world and how, excuse the fumbling in the background if you can hear it. I have kittens in my room that are playing. Then I'm frustrated with the world because we've set up, at least in America, we've set up a society where you either go to school to get a degree, to hope that you can get a job with the degree, or you work. And what I've been told my whole life is if you don't get a degree and have a career with your degree, you're going to have to work 2 to 3 jobs just to afford the life that you want, or even just afford the average life of an American citizen. And to me, that really fucking sucks. Like, I have this friend. It's my mom's friend, but we're friends. I don't know. A friend that moved to Hawaii or was like in Hawaii for a couple months and is now back. And she pointed out how in Hawaii everything is like quality of life and slower living and just like more sustainable and enjoyable, and you're more present. Time moves slower over there because you're more present. And I absolutely think that the key to stopping time is being present. Which is something I learned. And we're going into that. So that's Hawaii versus now she's back in America, and I know Hawaii is part of the United States. Now she's back in America, in the States, and she said the rat race here is crazy because you hustle so much, you have so many things you want to do, you don't have time to do the things you want to do because you're busy trying to work your ass off to live. Or in schooling, which takes a lot of time, you want good grades, you want scholarships if you can't afford, you want whatever, opportunities, right? Like, you have to work really hard. That being said, I'm just bummed. Like, I'm bummed, like, really, this is our world because I don't want to be here. I don't want to live in this world. And again, so many things I want to do. Like, and the things I want to do, I don't feel like they're sustainable as a career. But recently the thought occurred to me, like, what if I just have one career that's stable and brings in a lot of money, and then I have tons of hobbies and like really cool hobbies. Like, I do want to get my pilot's license, whether I make that into an actual career or not. I don't really want to be in like a big ass plane, like just the little prop planes I'm fine with. I don't need anything bigger than that. I don't really want to fly anything bigger than that, even though I've only been up in a small plane once, in a prop plane. So yeah, that's one thing, being a pilot. I also am like kind of bummed that I stopped ballet because I was good at it according to my teacher. I want to say professor. According to my teacher or instructor, whatever. I was good, but being in ballet is so hard because it is like, it's so easy to look in the mirror and not like what you see, or compare yourself to other dancers that naturally have the extension or that naturally have legs that look straight and like naturally perfectly arched feet. Like, I have friends with naturally beautifully arched feet that would look so incredible in point shoes. And then my foot, which is more flat foot, I'm like, this is not fair. And so you're insecure about that. You wish you could change your feet. And another thing was my legs, like behind my knee. I'm bowed-legged and slight hyperextension. Is that what it's called? Hyperextension? Yeah. Slightly though. But my bowed leg, like, it makes for great lines. However, I also have tight hamstrings. So when my leg, I can't, how do I demonstrate this? Hold on. Oh, fuck, I don't even, oh, I'm on my phone. I was going to turn the air down so you don't hear it. And then I was going to show you my leg. Hold on. Hold on. I'm not even going to pause the video because I'm too lazy and I don't care. Give me 1 second. Okay. Going back to it, here's my leg. So, this is it. What bothers me is this here. This, like, that bump. I've had my old teacher who, like, knew what she was doing, but not as much as my last teacher, was like, you need to straighten your legs. I'm like, my legs are straight. Like, that's just what it looks like, which is bothersome because whenever I would dance or do whatever, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, my leg is straight and it looks like shit. Like, and then there's Russian dancers that are like 12 and bouncing on a fucking ball in point shoes. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm glad that I stopped ballet because it was not good, like, mentally, and comparing yourself. This kitten right here that you cannot see is so cute. However, I had this urge recently. I'm trying to think of what was going on astrologically. I will say right now, Jupiter is in Gemini, and Jupiter is a planet of luck and abundance and freedom and self-expression, I believe. So, you're prone to read a lot right now. Which, like, I've been wanting to prioritize reading more because I'll break down. Okay. My day-to-day schedule is work, and I work like 10 to 7, sometimes 10 to 8. And it's great money, but it's really draining. Like, I get home at 8, on average, 7 or 8. Then I make dinner, and then I have crochet orders because I have a little crochet side business going, and I do want to make that bigger. I want to get a website up and, like, I probably wouldn't do a website, but I'd like to advertise that more, or like network it more, and like really grow my account and whatever. But also, the more you like put into it, obviously the more it's going to flourish. And it takes, like, it is time consuming to crochet. And I love meticulous things. I love using my hands. I love just, like, tedious things. However, if you have too many orders that you want to get done in, like, a good, timely manner, you do them every night, or every day if you can, or every other day if you can manage that. And that takes up a lot of time. And let's say you got more and more orders, and then, like, you can't fulfill them all in a timely manner, because it, like, crocheting is a time thing. It's not a how skilled you are, it's a time thing. I mean, it could be how quick you are, but I don't know. So that's another reason why I don't want to, like, broadcast that. So I'm a little frustrated with myself because I want to be my creative, authentic self and get paid to do it. Like, realistically, that's what I want. I would love to have well, I don't know if I'd love to have it, but I guess, I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking lazy, but I would love to get paid from social media, whether that be Instagram or TikTok. TikTok is probably easier to blow up rather than Instagram, but I'd love to, like, I have a TikTok fashion account. I want to post, like, Instagram pictures of outfits and, like, jewelry, what I'm wearing, and also my creations, like, just my crochet, or I have this gem that broke that I want to, like, create into a ring. It used to be a necklace, and now I want it as a ring because I think it'd be cool. I have so much I want to do, and I want to be good at it. 11:11 on my timer. I want to be so good at it. I don't want to be someone who just, like, coasts through life. Is that coast through life? Is that the right term? Or just, like just kind of, like, flatlines through life. I don't want to be that person. I want to be great. And I don't really think I guess I do have the mindset, like, either be great or be nothing, because I put so much pressure on myself to be great that when I start off bad, see, that's the thing though, like, I'm not, like, fuck. If you can't tell, I am a Gemini rising. So on top of the avoidance that an Aquarius gives me, an Aquarius sun gives me, the Gemini rising in me is prone to overthinking, and the Scorpio is to analyzing and feeling so deeply. So it's really, like, a lot of conflict. But sometimes they blend lovely together. Most times they do. But right now it's like, But also, whenever you're feeling like this and, like, stuck or, like, in a rut, know that it's you. Guys, these kittens. Look how cute. Know that it's you, like, going through another spiritual awakening. Or just, like, you're realizing your habits, and you're being prepared to grow from them and to learn from them and, like, actually acknowledge them and become aware of them so that you can prevent continuing the pattern in the future. So this is a really great time for me right now, even though it feels like anxious and, like, oh my god, I want to do so much, but I don't know what to do, and, like, I just wish I had more time. But also, when I give myself more time, I don't use it. And it's funny because I'm yelling at my mom for the same thing. She complains that she has no time, but every time she has time, she starts doing something else instead of, like, doing whatever she wants to do. And it's like, damn, like, I love you, Mom. I don't want to be that. And here I am doing that. I don't want to be the person who is, like, so stuck in the rat race mentality that they never get to do anything that they actually want to do. You know, I don't want to be someone who's brainwashed into thinking that, oh, me getting ahead in my chores and what I need to do to live is what I want to do. If you get what I'm saying. I don't want to be like that. I'm pretty sure I'm meant to be seen. Like, I only say pretty sure because, like, commitment. Like, I guess I'm afraid, or there's just resistance for me to commit to something. Like, I don't know if it's just being lazy, or fear that it's going to be successful, or fear that it's not going to be successful, so I don't even try it. I'm not sure what the root cause of it is. Maybe it's all of it. Honestly, maybe it's a bit of all of it. Which is something my dad taught me. Like, it doesn't have to be one or the other. Maybe it's both. Which alleviates the tension a little bit, because it's like, okay, like, it could be all of it. It doesn't have to be one thing, and you don't have to find the exact answer, and it doesn't have to be one way. Everyone's story is different. And so I think when I was younger, I used to have like 8 Instagram accounts. Like anytime I would start something new, I'd create an Instagram account for it and like post about it. Like I had a vet account when I was a vet apprentice, like vet technician apprentice. I had an animal rescue account, which was kind of like dual. I had / have a photography account. I had a ballet dance account. I have a crochet account. I have a fashion account now that I think is like what I actually want to grow. But it's more aesthetics. And here's the thing. Another reason why I end up deleting all my Instagram accounts is because everyone likes the aesthetic of things. Everyone likes things to look clean and pretty and like aesthetic. Like it's just pleasing, okay? We love beauty, we love art, it's pleasing to look at. So when I have stuff that's like one picture's more dark, the other picture's light, it's not on theme, or one picture is like a crochet project and one is a picture of yarn on a wall, which you would think goes together, but when you look at them, it doesn't look clean. It doesn't look appealing. And when things aren't appealing, this is how fucked up our society is. When things aren't appealing, we don't pay attention to them. Even sometimes I find myself like on TikTok scrolling and I'll see a video and it doesn't look interesting to me, and I'll look at the like count, and I'm not consciously doing this. Subconsciously, we're programmed now. You gotta unprogram yourself. But subconsciously, I'll look at the number, and if it's like 0 or like less than 10 or 20, I'll be like, nah, ignore it. If I look at a video and it doesn't seem interesting, and I look at the like count and it's like 17K and up, or like over 100K, I'm like, oh, enough people liked it. It must have been interesting. So I stay and I listen, whatever. Recently, I've been looking at the like count, seeing it's a low number, and saying, it's not because nobody liked this, it's because nobody took the time to get to know this. So, I'm now becoming more conscious of that. And I should really use this grace for myself. And I'm learning now. I literally just said all the things, like everything I could list about myself, and I just said, I love it. And I listed a lot of bad too. Like a lot of parts that I don't necessarily love or that I'm not proud of. I listed them and I was like, I love them. And now I'm like, I love that I'm not beating myself up for fucking being lazy. You know what I mean? Like, life can be hard. I also want to sing. Not like professionally because I don't have the voice for it. But like, also, when I'm in the car with my mom and we have a song that we like to jam out to, I sing. And she like kind of just goes along with, like, sometimes she'll sing, sometimes she doesn't. And I notice this with like a lot of my girlfriends. Like, I was gonna address girlfriends, but friends that are girls. It's just like, why do we limit only the people with good voices to sing? Like, why can't everyone sing? Like, it's not an exclusive thing to be a singer. And with dancing too, even if you're not good at it, why would you not dance and only leave it for the people who are good at it? Like, that just seems idiotic to me and dumb, quite frankly. Like, it's dumb. Yeah, so this is where I'm at. I'm currently making a wants and needs list because there are things that I need to do, that I need to get done, and there are things that I want to do. And one thing that took me a while, so for the last 2 years, I've been working on a schedule, like a routine, which has greatly improved my anxiety and overall well-being and health. In 2021, I talked to this astrologer for like 3 hours and we just discussed my chart. And I didn't even plan to do it, it just happened. And she kind of put me in my place and was like, you need to have a routine. Even if you hate doing them, you need to have a routine because this is going to help you with a lot of things. And she also said dancing would be good. You should go back to it. And like, you need to be less serious and more fun and like just bubbly. And I'm like, yeah, to all of that. Yes. I'm working on being more bubbly. I feel like I can't really get there until I have friends or until I have my partner. But like, why wait until then, you know? Why wait for someone else to fulfill the need when you can do it now? You don't need external things, right? So all of 3 years. It's 2024. All of 2021, I was not every single day, but my goal was to get up at 8, do a little workout in the morning, and work through my anxiety, which I did. I did really well in school. And 2022, same thing. 8 o'clock in the morning, I got up. Was it 21 or 22? It's 2024? 21, 22, 23. I don't know. Maybe it was 2022 that I started this. I thought it was 2021 though. Regardless. No, I think it was 2022. I have slowly been improving, and like, I think in the beginning of my journey, which basically started in 2020, consciously began in 2020. I did so much inner work. Well, I met a lot of my demons, and by that I mean like red flags and just pain and sadness and like past like trauma. Basically, I learned a lot of trauma, and I've been working through that. But I think 2023 started my year of like creation, started my year of improving. You know, I started learning, French? Was that 2022 or 2023? I don't know. I think I started learning French in 2023. And like getting better habits and and also having grace for myself. And 2024 now, I'm way more creative. I feel so expansive. And now I have all of these ideas that I want to do. And I just need to like compile a list. So this is how you transmute energy, everyone. When you have pain or you have confusion or stagnancy or any of that, basically, really stagnancy and like confusion and blah, 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 write down a list. Seriously. So like when you're confused, you got to get your masculine energy, your mind going. Write down a list and get this shit done, okay? Use your feminine energy to... I sound like a fucking guru. Use your feminine energy to allow the creativity and the ideas to come to you. And then use your masculine energy to take action and get them done. This is my opinion. So I'm making a list again of wants and needs. I want to get my associate's degree. I'm already done with it. I have to take a civics literature exam. I've had this printed out since May. It is now June 5th that I need to take. I don't think it has my college. It doesn't matter. I need to take this exam. I don't care if you know where I went to school. I have to take this exam. I literally just have to go all of this and take a pretest and then take the exam. Like, I've taken the class for it already, like a year ago, I think, or 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I just need to take the class. Actually, spring of last year. I have orders that I need to crochet, but I also have crochet projects that I want to make. So I'm going to split them up. One day is a crochet order, or like I'll do one project at a time. One project is an order. One project is for pleasure. One is an order, one is for pleasure. And I'll alternate between them. Another thing that I recently started adding into my day-to-day routine is getting up at 7:30 in the morning, which I love. Sometimes I'm tired if I go to bed, like if I don't fall asleep till after 11:30, I'm tired a little bit in the morning, but I still push through because getting up at 7:30 is, you have so many more hours in the day. And I don't need to be a night person anymore. You can't do much at night anyways. Like, I'd rather be a morning person than a night person. So, another thing, with that. So, I was with my schedule, I am in bed by 10:30, hopefully. I want to get back into it, so I'll get ready at 10, be in bed by 10:30, read till 11:15, and go to bed. And then get up at 7:30, because 8 hours of sleep for me has been perfect, and I've been doing that for the last 2 years. So I want to continue that, which means if I get up earlier, I have to go to bed earlier, which I'm okay with. So I can't read and crochet in the same night if I get off work at 8. So instead, I alternate days. One day I read, one day I crochet. One day I read, one day I crochet. One day I work out in the morning, one day I walk later. One day I work out in the morning, one day I walk later. I was walking with my dad, which I really enjoyed because we talk a lot and I just really love my dad. But one time we walked for too long and my hips hurt because it was just when you walk, you're square. And I took ballet for 13 years, 12 or 13 years. And your hips are open. So it just put a lot of pressure. But I'd like to get back into walking again. I also slit my toe on a fucking conch shell in the intercostal. So my pinky toe. So I couldn't even wear closed-toed shoes for a week and a half. And now it's finally healing. Anyways, I think moral of the story is, if you're feeling stuck and you're feeling overwhelmed, write a fucking list. Write a list of things you want to accomplish and know that you have your whole life to accomplish them. They don't have to be things that need to be done this year. They can be done next year or the year after, but just have goals instead of being so confused. And you need to write down your goals. You can't just have them in your head because you'll be overwhelmed by not being able to see them. Just like when people are overwhelmed by their emotions, your therapist tells you to journal or do a voice recording talking through all of it, which is what I do because sometimes I'm way too bored to write. Do it, because speaking them and writing them is getting them out. It's putting that energy somewhere else other than floating around and bouncing off each other in your brain. So do it. Write a list. Write the things you want to accomplish. And also be accountable. If you want to set timelines, set timelines. Keep yourself accountable for it. And if you slip up, be graceful with yourself. I recently changed the term consistency. Consistency for me is not every single day. I used to think it was, and that's why I was I'm not consistent, I'm not disciplined, I'm lazy as fuck, and I hated that about myself. Consistency now, to me, means consistently coming back to something and deciding, I want to do this, I'm going to work hard to do it. Even if sometimes you slip up, that is okay. Another thing I want to preface by saying, as a woman, it's hard to go every day because we have our periods and our different phases. I think it's luteal, follicular, and then there's two others that I never remember. that is something that I want to research now, because I want to work with my cycle, which I'm calling it moon cycle because it's literally based off the moon. I want to work off my moon cycle and like get in tune with the energies in my body, because there's times where I feel super creative. Like, it's always like right before my period, I get super creative and I have all these goals, and then I start them and I end up like starting them like maybe 3 days before my period starts. And when my period starts, you just want to rest for that week. So it's kind of like, oh fuck, now I rested and now I fucking lost it again. So now I have to start over, and then you kick yourself for like, well fuck, I just set this intention and I didn't follow through. Like, screw me. You know what I mean? So as a woman, definitely look at your moon cycle. Definitely look at your phases and just write them down so you know what phase you're in at what times, to help you. The world that we live in is very masculine, and we say men rule the world, whatever. They've created a world that fits their hormone cycle, not women's. So keep that in mind when you're kicking yourself for not being disciplined enough. This is advice that I'm taking for myself, and I'm sharing with you in case you're feeling the same thing. Peace and love. I like that. Peace and love. Thank you. And I also hope to post way more. I'm going to try to keep myself accountable and like post once a week, which is kind of scary because I work Tuesday through Saturday, which leaves Sunday and Monday. So, yeah. Yeah. Peace and love. Bye.